Hello everybody, Jake your resident content cowboy here, Yeehaw, and Azumarill has been out for a little bit, and this is my favorite build for Azumarill. Focus Band, Weakness Policy, Buddy Barrier with an X Speed, and yes, I am playing that Whirlpool build. One of my favorite things about this Pokemon is you get your Unite move so often that it feels like every single important fight that you are in, you are uniting one of the enemy carries, and that's what we're going to try to do in this match. I hope you enjoy it. Before we hop into our match, I just want to show you a few interactions with Azumarill's moves so that you can keep in mind of some of the best ways to play this character. Let's start with Tackle. Tackle, unlike some of the other moves in the game, for whatever reason, doesn't follow the move aim follows move direction, so you always need to aim it with your stick. I know most things you're going to be aiming with your stick regardless, but some moves, if you use move aim follows move direction in the settings, you could be moving backwards and your tackle would go that way. This move is not that. So I don't know why they designed it like that, but they did. Let me show you Bubble. Bubble's interesting because Bubble fans out. You can see it here. I'm going to turn my move cooldowns off just so we can see this a little bit easier here. Bubble fans out. So you can hit someone with one or two bubbles, or if you aim it right, you can hit someone with almost all of your bubbles. So what you want to try to do, it starts on the right side of this fan here. Just hit like that. Try to hit every single bubble, and you can move down with it as your fans push out. It's early, but if you can get all of your bubbles, you're going to be doing more damage here. Again, it comes from the right side here, so not there. It comes from on Azumarill's right side, and you kind of walk with it. So you fan it just like that. That's how you fan the bubbles. I don't think that's a saying that anyone's ever used. I like Whirlpool and Water Pulse. I can do a separate video talking about the other moves at some point, but for this video, this is a Whirlpool Water Pulse build. Water Pulse is basic. You shoot your Water Pulse, and you actually don't have to dash in any specific direction, but after you shoot it, you can choose to move any direction you want if you just flick that direction on the stick. So it gives you a lot of outplay potential. You can use it to chase the enemy. You can use it to poke and back up. You can use it to attack and move. So you can go any direction you want with this Water Pulse. I usually use it to either hit and engage, or I use it to hit and then back away from the fight. It's really nice because it bounces around to multiple enemies, doing really solid damage, especially once it's upgraded, and I'll show you that here in a minute. The big move here is Whirlpool. So obviously we know that Azumarill gets critical hits on every single one of its moves as long as it's hitting one enemy. Onto your Whirlpool. Your Whirlpool moves around you in a counterclockwise direction, and what you want to try to do is walk so that your Whirlpool hits as many times as possible. Every time your Whirlpool hits, it does damage. It's actually when that pool touches the enemy here. So if you walk like this, you're doing less damage. But if you take the Whirlpool and you actually walk it so that your Whirlpools are constantly hitting the enemy in this fashion right here, you're doing way more damage. Something you can also do is reposition with your Water Pulse while you're fighting. So you can Whirlpool, Water Pulse right into them, and just run around them in this moment. This is my favorite way to play this character. Kind of the first day I realized that this was the build I liked. I don't know if you remember that first day build video where I said this one feels pretty crazy, but this is how you get the most damage out of it. If you go the other way, you can see how few ticks you get, but if you walk around the enemy clockwise as your Whirlpool moves counterclockwise, you get a ton more damage. And then while you're doing it, of course, you're basic attacking, you're repositioning with your Water Pulse. You're just doing insane amounts of damage. And real quick, just because I love it, let me show you the upgraded Water Pulse. So Water Pulse by itself is fun, but it's really nice when you get the upgraded version and it bounces between tons of enemies. This is great for the end game fights. You can poke the enemy a bunch. So if you hit one thing with it, it bounces around to 5 targets. I mean, look at that. It just bounces around to everyone around there. And it's most useful, especially because you get it at level 13. It's most useful in that final fight. In that final fight, I don't go in right away unless I find an enemy squishy carry that I really want to fight. I go and I poke them as many times as I can with Water Pulse when they're all grouped up, and then it's time to use your Unite move and head in there. The nice thing about your Unite is you can kind of cast it and then even back up and you will suck towards the enemy and hit them. It's called a sure hit, but it's not actually a sure hit. Enemies can kind of avoid it. My advice for you, your Unite move is use it often and target enemy carries with it as best you can. It's great for grabbing Decidueyes, Duraludons, Pokemon like that. When I'm talking too fast, I say Pokemons. All right, let me take you into this match. I do have a question for all of you. First, my question of the day, please leave your answer in the comments. What is a Pokemon that you could see leaving this game and you wouldn't mind? Maybe someone that you'd want them to take out for a little while just to see what would happen. Something that I would like to see is what would happen if we didn't have Hoopa for a little while. I'm just curious what some of the top teams would do because it feels like every team is playing Hoopa. Obviously, it makes sense. I mean, Hoopa is pretty amazing and game-changing. I wonder what would happen if we didn't have Hoop for a little while. Or, of course, maybe Lucario. Heading into our center here. Bubble just does so much damage early. It's so amazing. I'm gonna take my experience here as quick as I can and then head to path. Looks like I'm gonna head to top path here. They've got Pikachu and Greninja up there. That seems like a decent one for us to head to. We could get some damage done there, I feel like. I'm gonna let my team know. I usually like letting them know what path I'm heading to with my chat commands. That way one path doesn't get upset that they didn't get the center area Pokemon. We've got our Whirlpool here. And now we just gotta try to bait them into this fight a little bit. Let's see. We've got Greninja, Pika. Come on, you little frog. And I'm just gonna try to dash in there if they get close enough to this fight. They might not get close enough to this fight. We get one. The other one's gonna run. No. We're not gonna get them both. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. Come here. Come here, Decidueye. We get this. No, we're leaving. Alright, fine. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, heading out. Gotta go. Hi, Pika. I'm fine, don't worry about me. He's just throwing his electric balls at me. His balls of electricity. Oh, that Pikachu. You know him. Making it back to our center a little late there, but I wanted to get that second KO. I knew we could get it. We just needed to form up and fight for it. 3-on-1, you can almost always get the KO, so if your center area Pokemon's going for it, most of the time you can get it. Going with Water Pulse here, I love Water Pulse. It just gives you such an incredible amount of poke damage. You can just throw it at the enemy all the time in these fights, and it bounces around. It's so fun. Decidueye going down here. I see you, Hunter. Gonna try to fight here over the 720Bs and then head bottom. Haunter's still here. Headed bottom as quick as I can. Almost got my Unite move. Oof. As soon as I get this Unite. There we go. Got that. Oh, we get this too. Nice. Good job, Ivysaur. This should give me my Unite. I'm going to start burning Dreadnought here. I'm close to my Unite. Really close. So is Venusaur. Got that. Got my Unite move. We can push in and do some crazy good damage here. And we get our Unite so often, I don't think it's a waste at all just to run in and throw it and do some damage. I really don't. Again, we just get it so much in this game. You'll see. We're in trouble here. We probably get KO'd. Maybe not, but maybe. Nice. Big score. And he still goes down. Lots of bees here. Ooh, we got a unite from Hoop. Alright, Hoop, I'm coming. Rotom going down. We got our upgraded Whirlpool. Awesome. I'm glad that didn't break with anyone else who was trying to score, a smaller amount, which was very confusing. I had way more than everyone. They should have just let me score, but everyone tried to score that. I'm just glad my scoring animation was faster. Jeez. That was weird. Gonna head and get any experience we can, really. And once again, you see, we have our Unite move. We've got it here for Dread. We're gonna have it a ton. They're gonna try to break top path. I would even, maybe even, you know, let them if they really wanted it. I don't care that much about top path. We get a ton of XP, so. Let's grab Dread here. Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. Let them fight over top. We got some allies there. We should be able to get this pretty fast. Garchomp will be back, so hopefully we just get it before Garchomp. Oh. Gengar. I did not expect Gengar to be the one. They do go down. There's Garchomp. Hey, buddy. Goodbye, Garchomp. Ooh. Hi. Hello, Blastoise. Alright, we can head top. Rotom would be a good objective for us. And we're at 340. We will have another Unite move before Zapdos, I think. It all depends. Sometimes you don't get it. Most of the time, I think you do. Rotom goes down. Garchomp is here. Gengar is also here. Oof. I just barely didn't have my X speed. If I had my X speed there, that would have went differently. Unfortunately, didn't have it. And we might not get to Unite before Zap at this point because I'm not near a good fight. Bummer. You can literally Unite at 3 minutes with this Pokemon and you will have it back for Zap.
You're on fire.
Need some XP. Blastoise is messing around on the top path. Garchomp in the bottom. Got a little fight breaking out in the center there. We actually might be able to burn Dread pretty quick if everyone's here. Greninja's there. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Ooh. Ooh, we got Unites. Okay. I'm gonna let him take me out here. I don't mind this. I'm not gonna pop my Unite. I'm gonna gather in the center area. And we're gonna win this battle. They don't have Unites. We do. We've got 4 of 5 Unites. So I say we just gather center. I'm not sure what our Decidueye is doing. Maybe just getting some vision. But yeah. Ooh, get you, and they're all gone. Nice job. Good job, everybody. And that's the difference of, ooh, nice job, Decidueye, too. That's the difference of having your Unite and not having your Unite. They didn't have their Unites for Zap, so they all go down. We had our Unites, we all stay up. Thank you, Hoopa. Speaking of what would happen if you didn't have a Hoopa, we had a Hoopa. And they did great. Just heading back to defend here. We got 55 seconds, and the match should be done here. I'm just gonna watch bottom for now. Gonna get us, yep, Pikachu's here, and Blastoise. Okay, oh, Venusaur's here. That I did not expect. Ninja, Gengar. I'm gonna head top. He goes down. That's 3 down. Who else is around? Is there no one else? Let's go. Pika. Pika goes down. Yeah, that's game. GG. Nice fight at the end there. Decidueye got some really nice KOs. And at the same time, the enemy threw all those Unite moves there. They have to be ready to win the match when they do that. If they throw all those Unites and they're not ready to win, I mean, you are throwing. When you throw all your Unites before Zapdos and you don't have a plan to win, you are kind of throwing the match. I would say you're throwing the game away. GG, everybody. Everybody played good or played well. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. That is my Azumarill best build guide. I hope you enjoyed it. Love you. See you next time.